In this video, I'm going to go over some iPhone accessories from MirrorCase. Let's get into it. My name is Patrick and this is Everyday Tech for everyday people. In this video, we're going to go over some iPhone accessories by MirrorCase. Full disclosure, MirrorCase did reach out to me asking me if I wanted to review some of their products, and I said sure. Now all my opinions are my own. They're not seeing this video before it goes up, but they did send me some of these accessories for free. Now what are these accessories? First, we have an iPhone case here. This happens to be the iPhone 12 case. I told them what iPhone I had and they sent me the right case for it. And then we have the universal car phone holder here. This is an air vent holder here. So I'm going to go over these two products here, give you my opinion, and we'll see if it's the right product for you. MirrorCase is offering some coupon codes, both for directly at their website and on Amazon. I'll link those in the description below. So let's go over these two main products. And first I'm going to go over the universal car mount here. So here we have the car phone holder. The way we secure the phone onto here, just put it in the slot here and kind of squeeze the sides here. And now this is really secure. This is not going anywhere. So you can rest assured your phone won't fall off this mount here, right? This holder here. And the way we release the phone is there's a little button back here. Press it, releases the side, and it comes off easily. So putting your phone on and off here is really easy, really simple. If you're on the go, if you're in a hurry, it's really easy to secure it and release it from the holder here. Now I was pleasantly surprised of how secure this holder was, not only for the phone to the holder with the tension here, it wasn't going anywhere, right? But also how secure this was to the vent itself. Now what you do is you stick this in the vent, then it has this little hook here, so you turn this area here, it pulls the hook back and it secures itself to the vent. So the holder itself wasn't going anywhere at all, even with the bumpy roads of Philadelphia. It was really secure on the vent itself. And I've had other phone holders and those weren't the most secure, but this is definitely by far the most secure one. Which brings me maybe to my only con of this holder here. It does stick out quite a bit, the profile here. So let's say this is the car vent here. If this goes in, it does stick out quite a bit. Now that depends on your situation, right? I was hoping for something more flush, but of course you can't get the secure mechanisms here as far as that's concerned if it was really short, right? So yeah, it was a little bit too close to my steering wheel. I couldn't make this horizontal that easily or without it running into other things. So yeah, it depends on the situation you have and the placement you put your holder. And this itself could be its own phone case, but without the back protection. Of course, the reason why you get these is for the back, for the whole protection, shock proof as well. So let's go ahead and let's put this in here. Now this is a very snug fit here. Gotta get that under there. But you're not really expecting to take this on and off all the time very often. Okay, can I swipe up? Yep. Now I have touchscreen capabilities here. It's because I had the tempered glass underneath, and then I also had this case which has also it's screen protector. Now the screen looks very clear to me. Nothing is obstructing, no dust or anything like that, no smear points. Of course, you can use what they give you as far as wipes are concerned. You should probably if you're going to install this, but this does feel like it has a good amount of shock proof here. Very comparable to my old Spigen case, which is not a bad thing. Spigen is a very reliable company, and I believe this will be a very reliable case. I do like the fact that they do have the built-in screen protector. Now, if you're one that doesn't like the screen protector and you want to just touch the glass itself, this wouldn't be the case for you. They do make a very thin case called the liquid case, I believe, but this is the two-layered one with a built-in screen protector that's built in to the case itself. Now first, let me tell you what I like about this case. It provides a lot of protection for my phone. I think it's the dual layer, the two-step process of putting on the case. You have the top layer with the built-in tempered glass, and then you have this shock absorbing case around it, right? So if you drop your phone should be pretty good. Of course, with the built-in tempered glass, that protects it against a lot of scratches. So I felt well protected with putting my iPhone in this case as well. As far as how the case looks, it's a very simple design, but looks pretty good. It has a clear back, so it shows off the color of your phone. They probably saw a previous video of mine, so they knew what color phone I had. So it perfectly matches my blue case here, blue phone here with the blue case here. The buttons are very responsive. All the ports are very accessible, except for this little switch here, the mute switch. It's a little bit hard to get to, but not too bad. So overall, a very good looking case here. So let's talk about some things I don't like about the case. First, let's talk about that tempered glass. Now, I like the idea of having tempered glass, a screen protector built in, but the way they implemented it, and it has to do with the screen and the tempered glass not being so tight together. Because I've used tempered glass screen protectors in the past, and but those have been adhesive ones, so they stick right to the screen, and I've had no issues with it. But the issue that I have with this implementation is once in a while, especially if I have to do more precise presses, it's not quite as responsive, or I have to press a little bit harder. Now, this is not an issue in everyday use, but when I'm doing, like, let's say mobile games where I have to do more precision touches, sometimes it's not as responsive, or I have to really just press it down a little bit harder for it to respond. This phone will work with Qi chargers, wireless chargers, but this is not MagSafe compatible in the sense of the magnets are concerned. Magnets will not stick on this very well. It's just way too thick. It's just the nature of the phone. Now, my previous case had these built-in magnets in there, so I could use my MagSafe car mount adapter. Now, if I stick to this, of course, now I have to use this car mount over here. But so if you want to use this with some MagSafe accessories, well, you probably look somewhere else. But I guess my biggest con with using this case is, especially if you put your phone in your pocket, there's a lot of dust or lint that gets built up. A lot of that shows up behind here in this window, which is not a big deal, but a lot of it shows up in this front window as well. Now, these phones are meant for easy disassembly and assembling back together, meaning taking the case apart, dusting it off, and putting it back on. It's just not that easy. It's not the nature of this phone or the way this phone case was built. This phone case is built for protection and shockproofing. So that was a little disappointing to see how much dust really got behind there as well. Now, would I recommend some of these accessories? I would say overall, yes. If you're looking for a car vent, air vent phone holder, this is a very solid choice. This is probably the most secure one I've ever used. Now, it does stick out a little bit. It's not quite flush to the air vents, so you're going to see if that works in your situation or not. Now, as far as phone cases are concerned, if you're looking for something that it has good drop protection, protects your screen pretty well, at a good price, this is one to consider. Now, some of the cons I mentioned about the screen being not as responsive, that's for very specific situations. Everyday use has been not an issue, but for some certain games, if you game a lot on your phone, then you might want to look somewhere else. Now, as far as dust is concerned, you have to see whether or not that's a big deal to you. It's hard to see some of the dust particles. Maybe some of them disappear actually when the phone screen is on actually. So you have to see whether that'll bother you or not. Thanks for stopping by. If you like what you see, give it a like and consider subscribing. Until the next one, see ya.